Hola from the west side. Feliz Viernes. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. And I'm just coming in and just giving a few of my thoughts via live chat. I'm almost at the end of my work day this Friday. And I'm doing it a little different this time. Um, and I'll be able to tell in the playback if this is working, hopefully. Because instead of using my AirPods um, for the mic or using the mic on my iPhone, today I am using, and I know this is kind of close for you guys. Let me see if I can push it up a little bit so y'all can see more. There we go. There. Oh, let me move. Let me turn it around so y'all can see more of the. I don't know. Let's see. I know it's kind of close. Sorry. That's all I can say. Sorry. But as I said yesterday, because some of my subscribers were kind of like a little freaked out by the turtle. Turtles freak some people out. I didn't know that. Um, we now have a candle, and although you can't really see it today unless I push it back, I guess I could push it back a little bit. It's a candle. There you go. And let me see if I can tilt it up. There we go. So y'all can see a little bit more of the candle. Maybe I can move it up a little bit so you can see. Yeah, it just comes blurred. Anyway, candle with a purple butterfly on it, and it's not a real candle. It's an LED candle, and my background music that I play when I'm coming directly via mobile is courtesy of my goddaughter. This is a beat that she created, and I used to play this, I guess, on some of my stuff. It's called Sacred Love. So shouts out to my goddaughter, the lyrical, you know, genius. But she calls herself, if you ever find musical genius, and that's musical with a Z, um, out on SoundCloud. That's my goddaughter. You know, but it's kind of crazy how this year has started, you guys. It's crazy how this year has started. This year is started with some tragedies. Prayers out to the people in New Orleans because that was an attack. Prayers out to those who were at that club in New York. And they're saying something happened in Las Vegas as well. So that's three things. And today is the third. Hey, Seneca. Today's the third of the month. It's the third day of the month. It's the first Friday of the month. And we've already had multiple tragedies. And we still have 17 days left in this country's current administration. before we start the next administration. I hope everybody is watching everything that's going on. Don't let the distractions distract you. Don't let the distractions distract you. I'm just telling y'all, be vigilant. Watch everything that's happening. And I know a lot of us don't like to watch the national media, i.e., the CNNs, the MSNBCs of the world. But I'm saying take everything that's coming in and don't get distracted, but be vigilant and know what the F is going on in this world. Especially know what's going on in the country that you live in, this country, the United States of America. Because it's a whole bunch of stuff that's about to pop off. It's a whole bunch of stuff that's going to pop off. I'm just saying. Hold on, y'all. I know I'm at work, but I'm actually about to take a quick break from work, my last break of the day, because I literally get off in about another hour. But I'm happy to say that today I am not coughing as much as I was yesterday. I guess every day, I'm getting better and better with this cold. And this is the first cold that I have had since before 2020. Let that marinate. Okay. I haven't had a cold since before the world stopped. And I know the difference between a cold and what made the world stop. And whether you took a shot or did not take a shot. Hey, MB, whether you took a shot or did not take a shot, as we all know, none of that actually protects you from what made the world stop. Just like there's not really anything that can actually protect you from the common cold. Yet every year people take shots for the flu. I don't, because in my experience, I get the flu if I take that shot for the flu. So I just don't. Even though I know I'm in the age range now that I probably should, but I'm not. I work from home, and even though we're past when the world stopped, when I'm out in highly um, public places, I mask up because I don't know you people, and I don't know how everybody else is maintaining their health. But we're over here gonna maintain ours. Okay? But back to what I was talking about. Don't get distracted by all the stuff that's out there to try to distract you. I'm not saying that these attacks that have happened in the last 3 days are distractions. I'm not saying that. I'm saying watch what's going on and watch what the response is to everything. And think about the fact that when the NOLA one happened and what's supposed to happen in NOLA next month. For those who might have forgot, the Super Bowl is supposed to be in NOLA next month. And for those who are not of Creole descent or don't have family that was born and raised in New Orleans, I'm both. My family is of Creole descent and born and raised in NOLA. So Mardi Gras is next month. You know, remember that Fat Tuesday is the day before Ash Wednesday. You know, NOLA is a hugely has a huge Roman Catholic um, influence there, and I grew up in Roman Catholicism. But I think I'm going to be doing a video coming up soon on why I left the Roman Catholic Church and why I have been, according to the Roman Catholic Church, a backslidden Catholic for longer than I was a Catholic. Because I left the Catholic Church before I turned 30. And I've been in another church, non denominational, for over 30 years. Because, you know, y'all know I'm very proud of the fact that I'm in my 60s because I still look good in my Whitney Houston voice. I still look good and I'm healthy, and I'm in my right mind and all that. So I'm going to do something in regards to that because there was this series that came on Netflix called The Keepers. And it's in regards to the unaliving of a former nun in the Archdiocese of Baltimore, which is not too far from the Archdiocese of Washington, D.C., which I grew up in. And around the time that I left Roman Catholicism, there was also a mass exodus from Roman Catholicism in my hometown of Washington, D.C., by African Americans who were born and raised in Roman Catholicism, like myself. And many people left for a variety of reasons, but I'm going to do a video and I'm going to talk about the reasons why I left. Um, and it took me coming to California and experiencing the truly dark side, you know, of Roman Catholicism happening at the church that I was at. That was when I said, I'm off this bus. I'm off the Roman Catholic bus. So look for that video to be coming out um, soon, this month, as a matter of fact. I might do it this weekend. I might do it this weekend. Um, Hopefully, I'll be able to do what I have to do and say what I have to say in one video. But I'm going to be sharing that with people because watching The Keepers this past week just reignited my total and utter disgust about how the Roman Catholic Church has handled the the destruction of children's lives and what happened in The Keepers on Netflix, which is dealing with the unaliving of Kathy Sesnick, a former nun in the Archdiocese of Baltimore, is closely tied to them not handling the destruction of lives of children in the Archdiocese of Baltimore. And part of my reasons for leaving are around similar things going on in the Los Angeles Archdiocese that would have never happened in the Archdiocese of Washington, D.C., with its predominantly African American population. I promise you. Hey, Ghetto View, Happy New Year. So that video is coming, and I don't want to kind of get off topic, but whew, I just got to say some things. And once I put that video out there, I'm going to leave it out there for a little while, and then I'm going to probably have to put it on members only after a minute. Um, yeah, but yeah, thankfully, I'm not a victim of what was going on, but the way that the church protects the perpetrators and does nothing for the actual victims who are children disgust me. It also just blows my mind that they still are of the belief that the only way is the Catholic way. Sounds a little cultish to me. But nonetheless, I digress. That's going to be a whole video all on its own. I'll tell you all the things that led me to walk away from Catholicism. And it wasn't just that, it was some other things as well. Some revelations that I got before I actually saw this stuff that foretold things that I just couldn't believe until they were right in front of my face. And also, the paganism that is part of Roman Catholicism, that it was started via paganism, and that I don't know, you know, is it really Christian? Hmm. And this is coming from someone who was raised in the Catholic Church, received most of the sacraments in the Catholic Church. So, anyway, moving on. We're starting this year off crazy. I I pray that some things, excuse me, come to fruition this year. You know, hold on, let me just do this. I need to jump out of this. Ooh, I need to jump out of what I'm in. So hold on one second, y'all. I'm just doing something. doing something. Let me see what you're saying. So let me talk about some of the stuff that I've been seeing on the the platform. The plays and the whatnots that are going on. So I guess people are just doing whatever for a click and a view now. Um, we saw yesterday that it was put out there that someone had had a medical emergency, and it turned out that it was a lie. And the person themselves had to come up on the platform and basically say this never happened. Now, that would be in regards to the Dory situation. Now, let me just put this all the stuff with Dory leaves and comes back, leaves and comes back, leaves and come back. Um, and somehow in her last couple of ideations on here, it came out that she and another content creator, Kiki, Miss Kiki, are tied by the fact that her husband, boyfriend, I don't know, I haven't seen a marriage license, I don't really care, is also the father of Miss Kiki baby's now adult child. And I don't know, some BS happened on somebody's platform, you know, in these first couple of days of the year, because, we don't know how to act. We like to get on here and show our behinds. Um, that, you know, led to the demise of an online friendship between Dory and Nicole Reloaded. Because somehow the lie about Dory's health was given to Nicole Reloaded. And Nicole, thinking that this information was true, brought that information to YouTube. Um, there were other people involved, but who cares? It well, no, let me back that up. She brought that information to YouTube because it came via Dory's husband, boyfriend, whoever he is, who is the, you know, link between her and Miss Kiki Prime. Okay. So, and they got into it, then it came onto the platform that Dory had a medical event. Dory got on here and said it's not true, never happened. And she got mad at her friend, her YouTube friend, for putting it out there. So they're no longer friends. Now, I saw that myself, that part of it myself happened on S. Hutchinson's platform last night. Shout out to S. Hutchinson and the Army. So now, hold on, you guys, I'm about to cough. Sorry. Come on in here, son. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna flip the camera. Y'all know how I do, because my son wants to be seen. Yeah, it does. Yeah, nobody seems to be mad at Rolex. Rolex shouldn't even said that lie, but he's a liar. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna flip it. Okay, you gotta come over here. Come on. Come on over here. Say hi. Look at the camera. Say hi. Say hi, you two. And you too. All right. All right. All right. So he's being yeah. Oops. Let me keep this thing situated. It's gonna start flipping. Okay. Let me flip it back. Let me flip it back. Yeah, I have it on a camera stand. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can tighten it up so it doesn't start flipping around. Hold on. Let me see if I can let me see if I can tighten it up. Okay. All right. There we go. So anyway, um, yeah, Dory's mad at her husband, boyfriend, whoever. She said that you know she's mad at him for pulling her friend Nicole Reloaded into it, but then she's mad at Nicole because Nicole brought it to YouTube, and then it was just a whole freaking mess. It's just a whole mess in regards to that. But I don't know if this was to get some clicks and views, start getting people to go over to her channel. I don't know what it was, y'all. Because she says she's coming back to YouTube and whatnot. But most of these people don't have it for you, Dory. Sorry, y'all. And that's rude. I'm chewing in y'all's ear, but I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. And I'm eating an empanada. So sorry about that. Most of these people don't have it for you. I mean, I remember first time I ran across you, Dory, it was when doing the original merging. When Black Sector and Beef Sector started merging together. It was before Mo 3 came over. This is back in 2019, 2020 when it started merging. The two started coming together. Because when the world stopped, a lot of people were at home, so everybody just jumped online. And I remember when all that mess happened with you. Between you, Raw B, shouts out to Raw, hey girl, and Just Kimmy, hey Just Kimmy, and how you got doxxed to your underwear. I mean, how it came out that first of all, girl, you were out here claiming that you were part of a D9 organization that you were not part of. Let's start with that part. That's when I came in and started looking at you sideways because you know, for those of you who don't know, I am part of a D9 organization, which is the Divine Nine. She wasn't perpetrating my organization, thank you very much. But she was trying to perpetrate that she was an AKA. Come to find out, apparently she's a member of Zeta Phi Beta, allegedly. But I don't know because they don't seem to be claiming her either. And somehow she was out here perpetrating that she was also an Eastern Star. So she was jumping from Divine Nine to Masonic organizations. And she got dragged for filth. They exposed that she was not an attorney, that she was impersonating someone else, yada, yada, yada. And that her guy was out here doing all kinds of crazy things like, I don't know, stealing farm animals, crazy stuff. That was back then. Then she was doing all this stuff with Mona Simone, the same Mona Simone who pretended that she unalived herself kind of along the same lines of a Sansa Ray. I don't know what's wrong with these women who come on here and fake their own demises. You have to be mental to do that. hmm You got to be mental to do that. Hold on, y'all. I think I got to jump back in. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Nope. I still have a couple more minutes. I still have a couple more minutes. But that was what she did, and then somehow she was in a relationship with Mona Simone. You know, a same sex relationship with Mona Simone virtually because they don't even live in the same place, and she's supposedly married. At least this is what she's telling YouTube. That's what she's still telling YouTube. Then, she goes away again. Now she's back again. And I don't know who resurrected her. You know, she's coming back, trying to get back in with the B sector. And most of them aren't having it. Nope. Most of them are not having it. So I don't know I don't know if this was a play. I don't really know what was going on. But why is all of this stuff continuing to come to the platform? I'm over it. None of us ever needed to know that your dude is also the father of Miss Kiki's child. None of us needed to know none of this stuff. We need to know none of this stuff. But y'all brought all of that stuff here. So here we are, we all know. But why are we talking about this again? Are people trying to stay relevant? Are people trying to stay relevant on here? I mean, here's how you stay relevant. Produce real content. Why are you making yourself the content? And speaking of making themselves the content, that's where I think YouTube cameras went wrong with the B sector. Is that she went from just being a content creator that was just, you know, giving a summary of stuff that's going on around the sectors to becoming part of the storyline in the sectors. How that happen? How we get there? I'm just asking. You know, I thought you were doing fine being someone who was just giving their opinion about what they saw. You know, now you're part of the content, and I don't know. I don't know if that takes away from your commentary or not, but here's my thing. We all have our opinions about everything that's going on here. But for the most part, this is not my freaking life. Number one, I'll commentate, I'll say something about things here and there, but really and truly, my content is not about YouTube or people on YouTube because I don't know, I'm creative. and I can come up with subject matter that I know about or that I'm going to research on and upload that. I can give my opinions on real world stuff and stuff that's on the on the platform as well. Like my commentary in the coffee talk on older women with younger men, that was based on some stuff that I saw here up on the platform. Like for real, for real. That was inspired by y'all. And I'm not the only one who's talking about, you know, younger women with older men versus older women with younger men. So, and why we treat the two differently. Sorry, y'all. I'm still feeding my face. And I'm down to the final 30. I think I'm off in about 30 minutes. Let me see. Hold on, hold on. Let me see. What time am I off? I'm off soon. About 2:30 my time. I am off somewhere around there. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. What time did I start today? I was a couple of minutes late. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I'm off in about 30 minutes from now. Actually, less than 30. Less than 30 from now. So that's my opinion in regards to what's going on with you, YouTube cameras. And girl, you know I like you. But if we're gonna be if you're gonna commentate on stuff that's going on, try to keep it to you being just giving your opinion. How the hell did you become part of the conversation? I'm just trying to figure that part out. I don't even know how you became part of the conversation, but somehow you're now part of the conversation. I know there's people who don't like you, threw you in there. I'm not sure, or if you put yourself in it, because it doesn't make any sense. But we got the old so-called beef sector versus the new beef sector. Like, okay, okay, y'all, whatever. So let me just move on to things that are going on, back to things that are going on in the world. As I said, y'all, please don't let stupid things that are going on distract you from what's really going on. Be vigilant. I told y'all yesterday that we need to have multiple streams of income. I'm talking to black people. I'm talking to black Americans on this. We need to become more financially educated. Make sure that you've got a budget. Don't be spending your money frivolously. I'm telling you. Start having stocking up on certain things. Those are critical things that everybody needs to do. I'm not the only one telling y'all to do this. I'm hoping that y'all are listening. Because remember we were telling people to do this before the world stopped and people weren't listening. I'm not saying the world's going to stop again, but it's some stuff going on. It's some stuff going on Watch what's going on in the Middle East. Hint, hint. Watch what's going on outside of this country, not just what's going on here. Watch and look and see how the world views us. Look and see what's going on in your state legislators, in your city legislators. Become a global freaking citizen. Because there's some stuff that's about to blow up. Look and see what's going on, like I said, what's going on in the Middle East. And let me say this as delicately as I possibly can, because we like to stay monetized over here. Everyone who says that they're a descendant of the 12 isn't necessarily a descendant of the 12. Moreover, there are those who are descendants of the 12 that don't know that they're descendants of the 12 because their history was purposely stolen from them. And they don't know where they truly came from. They just know that they came from the continent. Y'all get what I'm saying? Hey, TC. So stay politically aware. Know what's going on around you because I'm telling y'all, especially those of us who live in sanctuary states and sanctuary cities. Watch what's going on. Watch what starts to happen after January 20th. If you live in a sanctuary state or sanctuary city, look and see what's going on with the Medi-Cal or Medicaid, depending on where you live, for children who are supposed to be eligible for it. And notice how some of that's gone away or it's going away. Bye bye. Going away. Bye bye. And if children don't have access to health care, what are the chances that they will have health issues later on in life because they didn't have access to preventative care? I know, Philly's sanctuary city. Uh, my entire state's a sanctuary state that I live in. Ugh. So yeah, that part. And the nearest major city to me is a sanctuary city. But as I said, here's my take. If you can't take care of the people that were born here that are in your cities, in your states, you shouldn't be trying to take care of someone who was not born here in your city or your state. In those states and cities that are not sanctuary cities and states, please stop sending your folk to us. Please stop putting them on buses and sending them here. or sending them to New York or sending them to Philly. Stop it. You know, if they just came across in a state like, I don't know, Texas, that's not a sanctuary state, just send them right back over. Because what you're doing by sending them to these other places is making it harder for them to go home. It makes it harder for them to go home. How are they going to be able to go home if they're not anywhere near where they're from? You know, like if they crossed in Texas and that's the way that they got into the United States, doesn't it just make sense for them to just go back the way they came in? You know, and don't let me, you know, now, don't let me even get into the political asylum, or refugees of war that come through. That's a whole different situation, and that needs to be on a case by case basis. That's how I feel because you know I we need to make sure that we can take care of the people that are here. And although we can, we're not taking care of them. And until we're taking care of the people that are already here, or making sure that the people that are already here can take care of themselves, since we are now about to go into the bootstrap administration, you know, pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. hmm we don't need anybody else bust in, flown in, or any of that. We don't need none of that. I'm just saying. So that's the stuff that y'all need to be paying attention to. You know, not all this BS that's going on around the platform. Like, who the F cares about all of that? That's not real. Most of that is manufactured BS. Or a click and a view. Because, I mean, folks, I guess, need to have their YouTube money, and they're just not creative enough to come up with things that people outside of, the little people who come to your channel might want to see that will, I don't know, get you a wider audience. You know, start doing a bunch of shorts because you can do shorts up to 3 minutes now, and you can kind of test doing some other topics. You know, surely you can come up with something creative for 3 minutes that's not about mess on the platform. Surely you can do that. I mean, I'm just saying, surely you can do that, right? 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 But I don't know. Maybe all you know is, gossip stuff. Maybe that's it for you. I don't know. I'm just I'm just saying. That too, TC. That too. Like, yeah, we don't want them coming through from the south or from the north. We don't want them coming through. We need to figure out how we're going to handle who's already here. Because if you think that this person that's coming in is not about to start a quote unquote mass deportation, you're sadly mistaken. And trust me, y'all all aren't going to get into the sanctuary states, sanctuary cities, or nothing. You're going to be other places, and it is what it is. It is what it is. You know. And here's the thing: even if they are sanctuary states and sanctuary cities, That does not stop ICE from coming in. That simply means that they're not going to help ICE, but they're not going to stop ICE either, because ICE is the federal government. They're just not going to assist them. So you can still be deported. I'm just saying to all of y'all who voted for 47 thinking that, you weren't going to be among. I mean, and he's not just talking about those who came in here illegally. Sounds like he's talking about some who might have come in here legally or come in here illegally and then made themselves legal. Yeah. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be very interesting. And I know everybody's focused on that, think that he's just looking at, black and brown. No, no. Oh, no, no, no. He's looking at palm colors that are here too. If you weren't born here, excuse me, you can potentially, I'm sorry, y'all, you can potentially get put out of here. You could potentially be put out of here. Do you see what I'm saying? So, I mean, why do you think that they've been making everybody get the real ID? FYI, if you don't have a real ID already, you need to have your real ID or some other documentation, such as a passport, which requires the same documentation as the real ID. Um, get on an airplane starting in March. Oh, I'm sorry, in May of this year. So it's January. You have a little under 5 months, really 4 months. You've got a little under 4 months to get that. So if you haven't done it, I'd say order your birth certificate this month, since you'll have it by the end of this month, so that you can deal with your local DMV in whatever state that you're in and get your real ID. And I would advise those of you who have a passport, be it one that's even if it's one that expired, renew that passport if you already have one. And if you've never gotten a passport, now would be the time to get a freaking passport. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm about to renew mine and my son's. I'm about to get his real ID and I'm about to get my real ID. Because the hell, if you're going to keep me from getting on an airplane, that part, you know, can't get to every place you need to get by car. Sometimes you need to get on a plane, and you want to have the right to do that. I'm just saying. And then let me also say, as nicely as I can possibly say this, if you are able to exercise your Second Amendment rights, please, please, please do so. Make sure that you go through the proper legal channels to do such said thing, but do it. hmm If you are at L7 square on paper, which means that you don't have a record, a criminal record, you need to do that. Just saying. Just saying. Now I said this the last time that this person was in office. And many of you didn't listen to me. Listen to me this time. Hmm. Listen to me this time. I'm just saying, listen to me this time. Now, I know I've been on here for almost an hour, and I am almost at the end of my workday, and I need to finish up a couple of things before I get off work. So I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. Let me turn this camera around so y'all can see me. Hold on, let me see if I can. I think I can. Okay. Well, that's as good as it's gonna get. Because if I move it anymore, oh, and that's my stuffed animal's foot right there. I will see you guys later. I'll see you guys in these YouTube streets. Yeah, today I have my hair out. No ponytails. We've got all these braids out today. But I will see you guys in these YouTube streets. I will probably be live again tomorrow. If you have not checked out my latest upload, please check out my latest upload. Um, the Artsy Autism Mom Chronicles 164 is the Thanksgiving holiday video dump. You'll see my beautiful family in there, including my dad, who is a legend on the Morehouse campus. Legend. My father is a legend at Morehouse. And if you don't know why he was a legend, he's a legend there. Go back and look at my video last year, I think it was last year, on the college sit-ins. Yeah, look at my video under Black History Spotlights and the Spotlight videos on the college sit-ins. It's on that's the playlist it's on. And I briefly talk about my dad. And I am right now thinking about this, y'all. I'm thinking about um doing an interview with my dad. So my dad can can give us his wealth of knowledge about the college sit-ins because my dad was the president of the student body at Morehouse during the college sit-ins of 1960. He was actively involved in that. Hmm. And my dad is a civil rights leader, civil rights movement leader, and activist. And he's in his 80s now. He's still here. So I'm thinking about doing that. I'm just trying to do it in a way that I don't have to reveal too much. But I mean, it's really gonna be up to him because I will for real on somebody if they try to dox my 86 almost 86-year-old daddy. Hmm. Sorry, y'all. Still got this cough. It's almost gone. But anyway, I think that would be something, and that's something I'm thinking about doing for next month. But as I said, if you haven't already gone and looked at it, please go look at my last upload that I did this morning, which is the Thanksgiving upload. It's about 15 minutes long, but you get to see my Thanksgiving holiday. I'm going to do another one, which is from my trip for a Christmas party in the Midwest. That one will be a little shorter because it's only a couple of days, and it's just really a photo dump and not a video dump on that one. But I'll see you guys until then. I know I can talk, y'all. I can talk. Until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. And shouts out to the replay crew. Thank y'all for watching on the replay. I appreciate it. Thank you for giving me a thumbs up. And I'm gonna try to come live again tomorrow, even if it's a short one. We'll figure it out. Okay. But I'll see you guys, and I definitely will be doing some uploads of some content. All right, I'm out. Peace. Bye, y'all.